Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Tim Hutter and today we are going to build a fully automatic trading robot for gold that you can use to pass your prop firm challenge, manage your fund account or personal account. We're going to do this together step by step and we're going to use AI. Let's go. Before we can build a bot, we obviously need to know what kind of strategy is the bot going to trade, because a bot is not something magical. A bot is simply an automated version of a trading strategy. And I'm not talking about martingale, grid, I don't know what kind of gambling strategies. I'm talking about price action strategies where you have an entry, stop loss and take profit on every single trade. This strategy specifically is something I have used when I was in Asia, because I only traded the Asia session and I just saw something repeating over and over again on gold. Let me show you. We have here the Asia session, but I changed the time a little bit. I traded it even earlier. And now you might say, oh, I cannot trade the Asia session because I live there, and that's literally the whole point why we automate this stuff, so we don't have to be awake and it's just all automated. Maybe that's not the best example, but let's say here is Asia. We simply look for this, that Asia starts and takes out the previous day New York PM high or low, which happened here. Then we wait for a shift, the market structure, break of structure, whatever, which pretty much occurred here. Maybe I have to zoom in a little more. And then here we enter, we have our stop loss here. And now regarding the target, we can either target the opposite side of the New York PM low, or we can use a fixed risk reward ratio, but have it as an input in the strategy so we can test different settings. Now, for me, this has worked great for some time, but remember, only because a strategy works for some time, it doesn't mean it's long-term profitable. So let's code it and see if it actually works. Now, since I have coded so many strategies and I don't want to start from scratch every single time, we are going to use a strategy that we have made previously. This is the TJR London fake out strategy, which we have built in the previous video. In case you didn't see it, you need to watch them. It's like 4 videos. I'm gonna link them here or also down in the description, where I also shared the code for this TJR strategy, which actually happened to be very profitable. Now you're asking yourself, why would we use this strategy to code the other strategy? Very simple, because it works pretty much the same, only that in the TJR version he trades the sweep of the Asia session during London and then enters after market structure shift, which is here, and then here's the exit targeting the opposite side of the range. All we have to do is basically just shift this to the left and shift this to the left as well. This sounds easier than it is, because in PineScript it's probably the most shitty programming language I've developed. It's super hard sometimes to store like these values of the highs and lows to the next day or next session. But let's go. We just copy this code here, full code. And to code this strategy, we are going to use RoboQuant AI, this one. This is our own AI coding software that we have made. It's like ChatGPT, but for trading robots. We literally made this to build trading robots for in PineScript, which is TradingView, NinjaTrader and MetaTrader. And we also have a free version. Link is down in the description. You need to try it. So we are going to create a new file here and we call it YouTube Gold, because we're going to use the strategy on gold. Now we're going to paste the code that we have and we save it. Now we start a new chat. We go to, yes, trading view mode. We're going to use this model and we go to plan mode. Now we're going to start with a very simple prompt. I always use this. This is simply to make sure the AI sees the file and it understands how it works. Because once it understands how it works, we can use the same wording, or yeah, we'll just make sure it reads the whole code before starting to make any edits, you know. That's also great in the plan mode because it doesn't make any edits. Since I know that the GenC has 0 attention span and you don't want to wait, you don't want to learn too much, I have obviously prepared the prompt here, which should work. It's a little bit probably not the best prompt, just so I don't have to write it and you have to watch me write and explain. First, we need to wait. The paradox. Yeah, exactly. Why? The strategy assumes the initial breakout is a liquidity sweep, false breakout. Okay, I'm going to paste my prompt. Now I want to make a simple change. Instead of trading the sweep and reversal of the Asia session, high or low, during the London session, I want to trade the sweep of the previous day. Oh, that's wrong. NY, PM high or low during the Asia session. The exact same strategy, only that the sessions are different. Now I'm just asking, I add this usually to all my prompts, even though it's, let's say, the first try. I just want to make sure that AI finds out what is going to be the hardest part on doing this, which is always the same, tracking the values. If you want sweeps, FVGs and all this stuff, you need to track these values. And if you want to track them to the next day, it makes it even harder. So that's why I'm asking for like a solid plan. Makes sense. Now we go to act and say proceed. Only now it is allowed to make edits. Now, since this AI considers much more context and we have basically made a version which looks at the whole code, which obviously takes time, that's why it's much slower but much more precise than other AIs. It's not perfect, much better than ChatGPT, for example. Oh, okay. It's finished. Took a while. Let's take the code and paste it, and hopefully it does something like this. Don't be surprised if it looks different because we have to adjust the times. Now we're gonna do this. We're just gonna go here, create new strategy. Now, very important, you need to delete everything, otherwise it will never work. It will never compile. Still compiling. Okay, we have no errors, but we also don't have any executions. Let's see if we can add remove drawings. We see both sessions, but we have no labels, no nothing. So we're gonna try go to plan mode, add the screenshot and just say no trades are seems like have not you made yourself not work. Can try one more thing I completely forgot. Sometimes it's just a timing issue, not that this will be acceptable because it's not, but sometimes then trades work. No, I don't think we have any trades. This could be an issue here with the risk. No, it's not the risk, definitely not. We can also test a different asset and we don't have trades, so it's definitely not the asset, it's not the risk. It's simply that there's no executions. Okay, let's see if it works. If it doesn't, I have a plan. We're simply going to replace this code because even though it compiles, it's not what I want. I only want something that works. Okay, we are on the right asset, the sweep. Yeah, that's the sweep. Now I cannot really see. Ah, that's the high break of structure entry. Okay, now to make it more pretty, we simply go to style and remove the labels. So now it trades and it also visualizes the positions. What we could do is we could extend this to the exact exit point, but it's not really necessary. Now in this case, why is there no trade? Doesn't make sense. We can go to the properties and say, yeah, we have 0% margin. Okay, let's use fixed contracts to make it easier for us. I know why. I'm not 100% sure. It might be due to time. What if we change the Asia session to 19 here? What if we change this to 16? I just want to see, does it take the trade or not? Then it takes it. So the break of structure is conferred too late. Yes, because it wants to see a higher high and a higher high. We could change the logic of the break of structure. It doesn't seem to be really the sessions. It seems to be the break of structure itself. So let's change this back to 17 and this 20. Not sure if this is the best setting. I'm not sure why it doesn't enter. Let's see if we have many examples where it doesn't enter. I mean, here you simply don't get a winning trade. Here it simply doesn't work. Same here. It's just the bias is wrong. Also doesn't sweep the high. Here, no sweep at all during this session here. Okay, we can now make some changes. Let's add a fixed risk to reward ratio so we can test different risk reward ratios, different TPs. Win rate seems very, very low. We could also close it at the end of the session and then it closes it here. Now, before we make any changes, this would have been a nice trade, but we lost it because we're too greedy. We really need a fixed risk to reward ratio. Exactly. Because it's very unlikely that it sweeps both sides of this New York session, PM session within the Asia session. It's very unlikely. So before we even backtest it, let's make one change. Okay, perfect. You nailed it. Just explained what the risk reward ratio is. I don't think I have to explain it because it has access to our code base, so it should understand it. What else could we see? We can definitely use this function close at the end of the session. but in general target maybe a 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3. In many cases the bias is simply wrong. Like there's no point here. This is a little sad because here we entered we got faked out. So sad. If we use an ATR based stop loss, how would the stop loss be? Okay, we have plenty settings that we can test. We accept it. We take the code. Now that's very important. We don't edit this code because we have something that works. We don't want to lose it. We go to create new strategy. As always, delete everything. Otherwise it will not work. It will not compile. You need to delete everything. Paste it, add the chart, hide this one. And now we obviously have completely different settings. Let's hide the performance for now. Now we are going to remove the labels. We're going to change the inputs to, we're going to test. We're going to test with a 1 to 2. So valid trade simply didn't work. It came much later, and bias wrong. 1 to 2 correct. We could have gotten a much bigger trade here, more than a 1 to 2. I don't know what happened here. It doesn't plot everything. That's probably because it's too far behind. If I go here, it would probably show it. Yeah, now it works. Okay, the strategy does what it should. This doesn't mean it's going to be profitable, guaranteed, not at all. Now to see if this performs, we simply exit here, go to strategy tester. Now we see we don't have enough trades. It is profitable, maybe not the best equity curve. Also, we don't have enough trades. Now we need to test. Before we run a long backtest, which always takes way too long, and TradingView is very buggy lately with these backtests, we're going to use this standard time window so we can just click through and see how the win rate and the profit factor changes. This is the most important value, the profit factor, which is basically the combination of risk reward ratio with the win rate. If we use an ATR based stop loss, you're asking what is ATR? Average true range. It's like a volume adjusted, volatility adjusted stop loss. We can see we can have a higher win rate, but the profit factor doesn't go up. The equity curve looks worse. Now, if we don't use a fixed risk reward ratio, instead we target opposite side of the range and we use maybe a little bit smaller stop loss. Okay, still shit. We're not going to use an ATR based stop loss. Now you want to see if we force close at the end of the session, is it better? Yes or no? Much better. What if we put this to 5 minutes before the session? And no change. 30 small change. 120, sorry. 60 seems to be the sweet spot. Okay, USD risk, if we put this to 200. Now, if we put this to 200 and the total trades go up, this means it could not enter because with the stop loss size, it would lose more than 200 with one contract because it cannot make decimals. It can only use 1 or 2 contracts. Let's see what happens. Number of trades doesn't change, so it doesn't impact the strategy. Now, use fixed risk reward ratio. Seems to be a little better. Ooh, that's probably the most important setting here, because my theory is if we're wrong anyways. If we're right, we might get much more than just the opposite side of the range, and then a 1 to 2. Okay, the sweet spot seems to be like a 2.9. Now this is probably the most impactful setting. What happens if this is 2 worse? What happens if this is 4 worse? What happens if this is 8? Much worse. 6? Much worse. This has a gigantic impact, and it gets worse and worse. So this seems to be perfect setting. Then here, ooh, look at this. It gets much better. That's a little fishy because all the profit comes here and then it stays flat. This is exactly what we want, and I would say that's pretty much it. That's already it. One more time here. Yeah, that's it. So this strategy is profitable. Unfortunately, I'm not able to use the deep backtest feature since TradingView had an update or something. It doesn't work on Mac anymore. It always crashes, so we cannot do this. But this basically confirms I was making money during this time because it actually was profitable, because here I was in Asia, exactly here during this time I was in Asia, and I only recently came back here. So that's what it confirms. Now, if you have Windows, you can obviously do a longer backtest. You simply go here and then you can backtest for 1 year. Now we have made a strategy. It didn't work in first try. We needed 2 attempts and then 1 more edit, but that's pretty much it. Now, if you want to connect this to your funded account, I have made an extra video for this. That's too long to put it here. I'm going to link it somewhere here and also down in the description. It's very easy to do this, and I have passed tons of challenges with just bots like these. And also, if you want want to have access to this code, I'm going to put this into our free WOP where we have tons of trading bots that we have built. So I'm going to also link the free WOP down in the description, so you can enter, you can test our bots and see for yourself, can modify them with our AI software that we made exactly for this. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment, give it a like. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next video where we code another strategy. Usually we code influencer strategies. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Peace out.